Hey, what is going on, everybody? Back with another review. Apologize for would probably be a little bit slow during this review. Just woke up about an hour ago, and coffee has not kicked in yet, so feeling pretty lethargic. Um, but I'm gonna go ahead and try to do this. I've already tried twice, and it hasn't worked so far. I've been flubbing words and all kinds of craziness. Um, but today I have a fantastic um, exploitation movie from 1980, and it's called The Exterminator. Blu Ray DVD combo, so this is good for you guys that had not made the switch to Blu Ray. You got your DVD, you can watch it restored and remastered, and then when you get your Blu Ray, you already have it. You don't have to worry about it. Now, I did have it on this, which was an old DVD from Tango, which looked like shit. And thank God that Synapse has come around and brought us this, which I mean, they did an amazing job restoring this film. It looks absolutely gorgeous. I really was shocked at how good it looked. I did not expect it to look this good. Um, Absolutely beautiful. Sounds great too. They actually have a new. They have a new. Is it Dolby? No. 2.0 stereo mix, and then they've remixed the mono soundtrack. So they both sound amazing as well. This stars Christopher George, which I don't have to say who that is. Pieces, City of Living Dead, among many other things. Robert Ginty has been in a ton of exploitation films. Samantha Eggar, who has done all kinds of things, a lot of TV, but notable to horror fans, The Brood. She was in The Brood. Uh, Basically, Robert Ginty plays John Eastland, who is a Vietnam veteran that had some terrible experiences in Vietnam, along with his buddy. And him and his buddy are working for this, I guess it's a shipping company, a loading dock, and they both come across a gang who's in one of the loading bays stealing beer. They try to, stop him, tell him to put it back. But of course, a gang of thugs, and they basically want to tell him to go shove it where the sun doesn't shine and keep on stealing. While thugs get what's coming to them, they get their butts kicked. But of course, they're not going to let that stand. So I believe it's the same day. John and his buddy are going to go have a beer together, and his friend is walking to meet him when the gang, the Ghetto Ghouls, yeah, they're called the Ghetto Ghouls. It's a great name for a gang. Uh, Catch up to him and mess him up pretty bad. Um, he ends up in the hospital, paralyzed, and that is what sparks John Eastland's revenge rampage. Um, and it's pretty. Now let me one thing. In the beginning here, you look at the cover and you go, okay, well, the guy's going to be running around with a flamethrower the entire time. He doesn't. There's actually only one scene that he has the flamethrower in the first one. Now, there's an Exterminator 2 where he uses the flamethrower a lot more. It's actually in the very first person he gets a hold of from the gang. He ties up and has a flamethrower and basically gets what he wants out of this guy because he keeps, charging this flamethrower, which has this really creepy squeaking noise, which I guess is the gas coming out of the canisters. But it has an extremely creepy squeaking noise when he pulls the trigger. Kind of like, people say that you don't have to shoot a shotgun, all you have to do is cock it. It's called the piss your pants effect or something. I don't know, which is true. If you've ever cocked a shotgun, I've done it, and I've never fired a shotgun, but I've messed around with one and done the whole Terminator, trying to the one-handed cock. Let me tell you what, the sound of that thing cocking will make you fucking step back a few feet. um, but he doesn't use the flamethrower. That's the only time he uses the flamethrower. See, I can't talk this early in the morning. But he uses plenty of other things. Mostly a gun, but so don't be fooled by the cover. He's not going to be running around with a flamethrower the entire time. But this is still a really gritty and violent, nasty, down and dirty exploitation film, revenge film. And it's that sort of New York style, really grimy and nasty. There are two shots that, I mean, in HD are just amazing. One, in the very beginning, there's the credit sequence. They actually they do a fly around of downtown New York, and they actually fly around the World Trade Center, which is pretty crazy to see in HD, especially now. And then there is a scene on 42nd Street, and this is 42nd Street in 1980, so it's when all the pimps and prostitutes and drug dealers and grindhouses and the sleaziness was still going on down there, and that is great to see in HD. And on the commentary, the director said that most of the people in that shot are just people that were on 42nd Street. He didn't have really any extras doing anything down there. It was mostly just real people on 42nd Street. So you get to see a lot of the actual characters that were down there at that time. Really, really fantastic to see. I mean, there are plenty of other movies that have 42nd Street at that time, but they're not in HD. So The Exterminator is it's one of the better revenge flicks, in my opinion. Just because it is so no holds barred. It's not, they don't hold any punches. Yeah, they don't show everything in gory glory, but I mean, it's just got that feel, that really dirty feeling to it. There's a scene with a guy in sort of I guess it's supposed to be just a hotel for not even a hotel, but a place for prostitutes to get rooms for their clients. And there's a scene where the pimp steals one of the prostitutes off the street, and he poses as a client, brings her into this place, and basically tells her that the guy likes to have sex with boys, but he wants a girl to do it as he watches. And the guy comes out, and he's like this really pedophilic looking guy. He's like no shirt on, he's overweight, he's like bald with glasses, he's just really creepy looking. But that guy does get his just desserts. So, but it's really sleazy moment in the movie. Really kind of one of those creepy crawly kind of shivers up your spine kind of things. There really isn't any features on this besides the commentary. Actually, that's it. There's a trailer and television spots, which is a bit disappointing, but with the way this thing looks, it's not that big of a deal. Plus, Arrow Video is going to be releasing this in November as one of their really extra special Blu-rays. So we're probably going to get all the extras from that. But I do still have to tip my hat to Synapse for making it look as amazing as it does. And from what I understand, Arrow's not using the same transfer, so this may actually look better than their transfer. I don't know. We'll see. But it may be one of those things where I'll have this for the look and the Arrow for the features. So yeah, all we got on here is a commentary and some trailers, television spots. The commentary is It's not bad. It's fairly informative. There's some neat things in there. It's not the most entertaining one I've ever listened to, but it's not bad. Overall, fantastic film. Uh, really amazing job by Synapse. Again, I've said it like 3 times now. Um, and if you get a chance, you have not seen The Exterminator. This comes out September 13th, I believe. If you get a chance, pick it up. I do not think you will be disappointed. Highly recommended. So, stick around next week. Going to be starting the countdown to Wasteland, Henenlotter month. That's going to be fun, and I'm going to have reviews later on this week to next week of the Uh-Oh Show and a Roger Corman double feature. So I'll see you guys then.